All right, welcome back to Haugen Racing, ladies and gentlemen. This is round 3 of the Formula Drift Sim Drifting Practice Series. Today's track is Sportsland Sugo, which I have not driven before. I did practice on it a little bit. The only thing that sucks is it doesn't have the clipping points and zones. I believe this is actually like a Formula 1 track. If you guys know, comment below. I don't know a whole lot about it, but it's pretty freaking sick. So I want to show you guys kind of where the zones are. I looked them up and found the track map as well, which will drop on screen below. Basically 4 outer zones, or 2 of them are like outer touch and goes. But yeah, this should be some fun. Okay, so you start out in the pits. In real life, we'll go backwards and we'll go all the way to the end, but it's so freaking far. So I don't know if we're gonna do that tonight because that takes forever. So I was trying to figure out exactly where the starting line is. It's before this wall, so I think we'll start kind of on this, like, kind of where these 2 Nissan guys are right here, this blue and yellow one. Entry is nothing crazy, right? So there's like a 3, 2, 1 cone. I believe the 1 cone is right in line with this little entrance right here. So kind of where that pavement is, that strip. And then there's no inner clip here. This is the first outer zone, and it's essentially like there's this whole strip. It's like the middle section of it. So maybe right where I am right here is the start of it. And then to like right around here would be the end of that outer zone. So it's not the whole rumble strip, but it's the middle of it. The nice thing is we do have a rumble strip, so that'll make it easier. And then the next outer zone, this actually worked out so well. It's basically the fat part of this rumble strip. So
you keep calling me fat online.
just basically this fat part is that next outer zone.
I don't know how they know I'm fat.
The third, like, touch and go is somewhere in here. We're just gonna call it middle or end of this rumble strip. You do kind of cut across the track again, and then there's another touch and go somewhere in this area. I think we'll kind of make it this green thing, and then a little bit of this rumble strip, and then you just end through the finish line. So it looks simple, right? They all do. Also, side note, I got Millie with me again. He's in the yellow S13.5. All right, let's see if we can get a good qualifying lap, and then we'll start with some tandems. Also, I'm gonna try to explain a lot more to you guys, so I'll do a couple qualifying laps and then explain like exactly what I'm doing and kind of what I'm feeling. So this course isn't super technical, but it's not easy either. It's super fast.
Do you have any idea
how fast I am?
Okay, honestly, I feel like that was pretty damn good.
Shot.
I'm pretty freaking happy with that. As long as those other 2 zones are kind of where I think they are, there's not really any markers that we have so much, but that felt pretty damn good. Let's see if I can explain it while I'm driving it. I'm not the best at that when I'm in like competition mode. Okay, so we're gonna go first, second, third, fourth. Click, little handbrake. Kind of get right in that zone. Steer in, let out some angle, pour on angle, hit that, whip it right back on throttle, little brake if we need to, and bam. So I mean, it's 2 turns, you know, it's pretty freaking simple. If I need to, I'll use left foot brake to kind of stick in that zone a little bit more. And then I'm finding that a good spot to kind of pour on some angle is that second outer zone. As long as you have good speed going down the straight and through the first outer, that second outer zone, you can kind of pour on the angle there. And then as long as you almost do on throttle transition, you'll still get out to that third and fourth outer zone. So.
Alright, let me know when you're
ready.
Oh, we're going far.
Millie's taking the ultra wide line. I was with you though, dog. We're ready. Oh.
So sorry.
You're good. We'll finish her up. Oh! Okay, so that is not a good move. What I tried doing there is, because we got kind of messed up on the start, I tried cutting the line there, but you come back in to hit that next outer zone. Millie was on the correct line, and I just basically cut him off. So that's going to be a no-go. No-go tactic, I think, on trying to cut line there. All right, I'm ready.
Installed it.
Dude, I was on your door on the going into the grass part. It was sick. Oh, I'm not mad at that at all. I feel like that was a pretty good lead and a pretty good chase. Like, just so you guys can kind of see, I'm not putting Millie on blast. He's a great driver, but as you guys can see, like, although this course looks like it's easy, it's not. Like, it's so freaking fast, and if you get off into the grass, anything like that, you're screwed. Like, there's no recovering. So you have to be on point. It's not an easy course. God, I let him get too far there, but we can play catch up right here. That's the only spot. God, it's just full throttle. Like, that is so nuts. I'm ready. Ah, he got away from me there a little bit. Alright, I'm freaking pumped on this course. I feel like I'm running leads and qualifying really, really well. Chase pretty decent. I think the main key takeaway from this for me is I gotta enter on their freaking bumper. Pretty much just pray that they're a fully committed driver. But yeah, I'm freaking pumped. I really enjoyed this course. I'm freaking stoked. Next week is round 4, so that'll be Alright, next week will be Okuibuki. I'm like a little bit tired, guys. That one's super, super fun. If you guys enjoyed this though and you want to help support the journey to Formula Jet Japan, HaugenRacing.com has all our merchandise. So appreciate you watching, hanging out. We'll see you guys in a couple days. Peace.